Welcome everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are sharing another way to make biryani. We are using soya chunks, which is commonly known as meal maker, so we are calling it meal maker biryani. We have to start with preparing the soya chunks. So we are using 1 cup of soya chunks. Soak it in warm water and prepare it. You can increase the amount. Watch our previous video to learn how to do this. Next, you need 3/4 tablespoon of meat curry powder, 3/4 tablespoon of chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 3/4 teaspoon of dry roasted ground fennel seeds, 1/2 teaspoon of ground pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, some salt, 1/2 teaspoon of fennel seeds, 1 star anise, 4 to 5 cardamom pods, 5 cloves, a piece of cinnamon, some ghee or butter, use coconut oil for vegan, some light cooking oil, 3 large onions, finely slice it lengthwise, 5 shallots, roughly chop it, use a pounding stone and pound it or coarsely grind it with a grinder. It should be like this. Before we start cooking, we must prepare some caramelized onion. Heat a wok or a frying pan, add 1 to 2 teaspoons of ghee or coconut oil, add in the sliced onions and fry it. Keep stirring it. After about 2 to 3 minutes, it will start to turn brown. Reduce the heat, add 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, stir it constantly to avoid it from burning. Once it's nicely brown, turn off the heat and transfer it to another container. Using the same pan, turn on the heat, add 3 tablespoons of oil, add in the cinnamon, star anise, cloves, cardamom, fennel seeds. Let it infuse the oil for 1 to 2 minutes. Now add the ground shallots. You can use 1 large onion instead of shallots. Saute it for 1 to 2 minutes, then add in the ground ginger and garlic. Keep stirring. Reduce the heat a little if it starts to stick to the bottom of the pan. After about half a minute, add in the turmeric powder, followed by the meat curry powder. Keep stirring, do not let it burn. Then add in the chili powder. Adjust the amount accordingly. You have to be careful because some chili powder might be hot. Add a little water to the grinding jar to rinse and then add the liquid in. Keep stirring and slightly increase the heat. Add in the tomato and stir it well. Let it cook until the tomatoes are almost dissolved. Keep stirring it periodically. Add more water if necessary. Add the salt and stir it well. Cook it until it becomes a nice thick paste. After 10 to 15 minutes, you'll see the oil on the surface. Now you can add in the prepared soya chunks. Stir it well. While stirring, add in the sugar, fennel seed powder, and pepper. Continue stirring. Reduce the heat as it turns to become a little drier. Stir and make sure it doesn't burn. After about 3 to 4 minutes, it's done. Turn off the heat and leave it aside. Now we can start cooking the rice. Once you get the hang of it, you can do this simultaneously. You need 1.5 cup of basmati rice, a piece of cinnamon, 5 cloves, 3 to 4 bay leaves, 1 teaspoon of ground fresh ginger and garlic, some fresh coriander leaves, roughly chop it as illustrated, 1 to 2 teaspoon of ghee, use coconut oil for vegan version, 3 cups of water, some salt. To cook this, you need a heavy base large pot. Before we start, you need to rinse the rice a few times until the water turns clear and drain it well. Heat the pot, add about 1 to 2 teaspoon of ghee or coconut oil, add the cinnamon, cloves, and bay leaves. Stir and let it infuse the oil. After a minute or so, add in the ground ginger and garlic. Saute it for a minute, then add in the rice. Make sure the rice is well drained. Stir it and make sure the rice is well coated with the oil. Measure and add in 3 cups of water. The amount of water depends on the type of rice you are using. This type of long grain basmati rice needs a little more water, so we are using a ratio of 1:2 cups. Add in half of the caramelized onions and reserve the rest for later. Add salt if you are not sure of the amount. Stir and taste the liquid and adjust accordingly. Place the lid and let it cook. If the lid doesn't have a steam releasing hole, leave it slightly open. After 10 minutes, reduce the heat. You can start heating a hot plate or a heavy based frying pan. The soya chunks also must be cooked and be ready. After about 15 minutes, reduce the heat to even lower. Open the lid. The rice is almost done. Now you add in the cooked soya chunks, followed by the balance of the caramelized onions. Try and sprinkle it around so that it doesn't get clumped up in one area. Now sprinkle the coriander leaves. Use a pair of chopsticks or a fork to gently stir it. Do not over stir because the rice will be very brittle and you might end up breaking it. Cover it with a piece of aluminium foil or banana leaf if it's available. Using banana leaf will give it a nice aroma. Turn off the heat of the hot plate, remove it and place it over the aluminium foil. Reduce the heat to very low and continue to cook for another 3 to 5 minutes. Now this is ready, you can turn off the heat. Let it rest for at least 15 minutes for all the flavors to be absorbed. Now this has been resting for 30 minutes. Remove the hot plate and the aluminium foil. Use a pair of chopsticks or a fork to loosen and stir. While doing this, if you come across the whole spices, you can remove it. It has already done its job. Once it's evenly mixed, you can serve it with some onion raita or any salad with some yogurt. We have already shared how to make this onion raita in a previous video. You definitely have to try this recipe. Share with us your photos and your comments. Till we meet again soon with another recipe. Vanakkam. Bye.
Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.